Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the 10th Annual Phyllis Richards Awards. We're excited and honored to be hosting the ceremony tonight to celebrate the work of dedicated community members. Eagle and I are both board members of ACGC, and we share a deep-rooted interest in helping children and teens succeed. It means so much that you're here with us tonight.
We're so excited to have you tonight and want to remind you to stick around until the end of the ceremony for some very important announcements about Austin Child Guidance Center. To tell us more about Austin Child Guidance Center is Kristen Pierce-Freak, the Executive Director of ACGC. Kristen has been working in the nonprofit sector for over 20 years and has brought to fruition many projects, like introducing teletherapy when COVID-19 hit, ushering in a new agency electronic health record system, and completing a new 3-year strategic plan for the center. Kristen is the 8th person to hold this position for ACGC. She's the first woman of color to do so. Welcome, Kristen.
Thank you, Eagle and Tatiana, for being with us this evening, for the lovely introduction. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the 10th Annual Phyllis Richards Icon for Youth Award presentation. Tonight, we celebrate some of the individuals and businesses who have gone above and beyond to support mental health for children, teens, and their families in Central Texas. What began in 2011 as 2 awards recognizing the accomplishments of one professional and one community activist dedicated to improving outcomes for youth has evolved into recognizing the work of community leaders, companies, and friends of ACGC who have gone above and beyond in support of our mission. For those of you who are longtime friends of ACGC, you know that these awards are generally presented as part of Austin Originals. This annual concert event has been our largest fundraiser over the years and is a favorite event of the nonprofit community. While we aren't able to meet in person again this year, we look forward to returning to that event in May of 2022 as part of our Mental Health Awareness Month celebration. If you are new to ACGC, we look forward to introducing you to some of the people who have given so much to ACGC as an organization and to children's mental health and well-being in their personal and professional lives. The ACGC family of staff, donors, community partners, and friends have worked for 70 years to create an environment where the mental health needs of children and families are seen and met. For generations, ACGC has led a community-wide effort to provide accessible, high-quality mental health care and services to children up to 17 years of age and their families, regardless of income, race, sexual orientation, or zip code. Empowering children to thrive in childhood and beyond calls the entire community to action. ACGC goes beyond providing exceptional personalized care and treatment programs to being a resource to equip others, such as mental health professionals, nonprofits, the law enforcement community, parents, and caregivers as they respond to the mental health needs of children. Simply put, ACGC provides direct care and treatment services, training and professional development opportunities, and community awareness and education programs to increase levels of support for children and teens in Central Texas. Tonight, we celebrate just some of the individuals and organizations who exemplify what it means to empower children in childhood and beyond. The Phyllis Richards Icon for Youth Award is named after Phyllis Richards, who dedicated her life to serving young children. Here to tell us a little bit about the life and legacy of Mrs. Phyllis Richards is Libby Doggett, a previous Icon for Youth Award winner. Libby, please take it away.
Good evening. I'm Libby Doggett, former Deputy Assistant Secretary for Policy and Early Learning at the U.S. Department of Education under former President Obama. Now I'm back in Austin, volunteering for projects that I think will make a difference in children's lives. Many, many decades ago, though, in the middle of my senior year at the University of Texas at Austin, I decided to change the course of my studies. I was supposed to student teach in high school, but decided at the last minute I was interested in very young children. Having no idea what I wanted to do or even what the options were, I was fortunately sent to see Dr. Phyllis Richards. She was chair of the Child Development Department at that time. At that time, also, the education department didn't concern itself with children who weren't school age. That day changed my life and started a lifelong mentorship and friendship. I tell this story not to focus on myself, but on Phyllis. She served as a faculty member for the University of Texas at Austin School of Human Ecology Division for 40 years. She was a visionary leader and researcher in the field of early childhood education and worked vigorously at the national level to help establish Head Start. Phyllis and I both had the honor of serving on the ACGC board, where we deepened our friendship and had the opportunity to advocate for better mental health services for all children. Through her work, connections, compassion, and vision, she changed so many lives. Young children who get a developmentally appropriate education. Students like me who learn skills to change children's lives in the classroom and advocate for them outside the classroom. And city, state, and national leaders who heard her research and her plain speak and did better by children. Phyllis has given this community so much. She is truly an Austin and a Texas treasure. Thank you.
Thank you, Libby. Phyllis Richards is an incredible woman who has done so much for her community, and we are glad to honor those following in her footsteps. Tonight, our first award category is ACGC Volunteer of the Year. This award recognizes an individual or a group who has volunteered their time, skills, and passion to advance the mission of ACGC. Volunteering is not for the faint of heart, and we thank each and every volunteer who has dedicated their time to ACGC. Tonight's winner has been a longtime friend of ACGC, serving as a former board member, hosting and planning events, advocating for children's mental health, and always being among the first to say, "I'm happy to help."
Well, thank you so much for this honor. In March of 2020, we had just wrapped up the Strategic Planning Task Force, and we were well on our way to planning the music event in August of 2020. And I really hope that we're able to gather again soon and really celebrate all of the great work that ACGC has done this past year, and continuing to provide services, such vital services, even during a pandemic. So thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Congratulations, Mary. Your hard work does not go unappreciated here at ACGC. Thank you. Our next award category is ACGC Partner of the Year. This award recognizes an individual, organization, or community partner who has gone above and beyond to advance the mission and values of ACGC. We're excited to give this award to a familiar face in and around Austin. This individual has given countless hours of time to give voice to the needs of children, families, and ACGC.
I just cannot thank the Austin Child Guidance Center and committee enough for this incredible honor. I am completely humbled. I know for a fact that there must be several people out there who are as or more deserving of this recognition, but I am so grateful and I thank you. It's very, very special. I think that the work that the Austin Child Guidance Center is doing in our community is more important perhaps than ever, especially after the past year that so many families and children have endured. The work that you're doing and the mental health resources that you're providing are more important than they've ever been, and they will have a deep and lasting impact on our whole community. I think that everyone, the entire staff and counselors and those who work so hard behind the scenes at ACGC, I share this with you and I thank you for the work that you're doing. It's a privilege to be able to help in the ways, small ways that I do, but I really look forward to this relationship continuing. It's a relationship I cherish. I've met so many great friends and people, and the work that you are doing is so critical. And I'm just grateful to be a part of it. And I look forward to much more of that work in the future. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Trevor. And thank you for the work that you do. The Austin community knows much more about children's mental health and how ACGC is providing care for children and families due to your hard work. Thank you for all that you do for ACGC and the community. We appreciate our partner with you. Our next award category is Corporate Partner of the Year. This award recognizes the work of a corporation or business that has demonstrated exceptional support and investment for increasing access to mental health programs for children and families in Central Texas. This category had a lot of competition, as there are many companies and businesses who are so deserving. We are grateful for each and every one of you. However, the winner of this award generously donated countless hours of staff time to helping families connect with ACGC services and resources.
Thank you, Eagle, and thank you, Tatiana. And thank you so much, ACGC, for this recognition. We love working with your team to help reach more children and adolescents in Central Texas. Mental health is something that my team and I are very passionate about, and we are very happy to add nuestro granito de arena. ACGC's mission is so important, and I truly believe that teaching children and teenagers the importance of taking care of their mental health will make our community a better place. I wish I had an incredible organization like ACGC to lean on when I was growing up, and I am so happy that the youth of Central Texas have such a great place to rely on. The staff at Veritas Group is very happy to be part of you guys. We could not be more grateful for this recognition and for the ladies at ACGC that we work with. Thank you so much, Laurie, Kristen, and Brittany, for collaborating with us. We appreciate you so much. I also want to thank my boss, BA, for making it a priority at Veritas Group to give back to our community. And a big shout out to all my team members for their hard work, especially to Emily Mercer and Mel Hope, who have worked behind the scenes for this event to come together, and who are always ready to help ACGC spread their mission. It is truly a team effort. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Susie, and everyone at the Veritas Group. We're so grateful for the time and energy you put into spreading ACGC's mission and working to break down barriers that exist in the realm of mental health. Congratulations. Before we announce the winners of our final two awards, we'd like to take a moment to remember two people we lost this past year. Brittany Golden, ACGC's Associate Director of Development, is here to tell us about the work and the mark that they made in the lives of so many.
Thank you, Eagle. As we're here to celebrate the great work of this year's finalists, we'd like to take a moment to acknowledge the life of two women who dedicated so much to helping children, families, and our community. It's my great honor and privilege to share with you the work and impact of Susie Matthews and Beth Meisner. Susie Matthews served as a CFO for ACGC for 38 years and was beloved by all who knew her. Her time with ACGC covers over half the lifespan of the center. She was responsible for engaging our former executive director, Don Zapone, into the ACGC family. She was instrumental in many of our programs, including treatment for sexual abuse survivors and services to pregnant teens. She lived an incredibly full life focused on social and racial justice. For decades, Susie was the heart of ACGC and a true pillar of the Austin community, and she is dearly missed. And if you had the honor of knowing Beth Meisner personally, I hope you would agree when I say Beth lived on a higher frequency than most. For over 25 years, Beth Meisner was dedicated to improving the quality of life for children. She and her husband, Ivan Meisner, founded the BNI Foundation and served as the administrator of the Meisner Family Foundation. The BNI Foundation supports children in the United States and around the world by mobilizing resources to give kids everywhere the quality education. She personally promoted the idea that by investing in our children, we help to lead them to their paths to productive and successful lives. Beth was a former recipient of the Phyllis Richards Icon for Youth Award and fully embodied everything this award represents. Tonight, we remember these great women who have left an incredible mark on our community and our hearts forever. They are greatly missed.
Thank you, Brittany, for sharing that glimpse into the lives of these two incredible women who meant so much to ACGC. Our next award category is Community Activist. This award is for an individual who's dedicated to positive outcomes for children and teens through volunteerism and/or philanthropy. Any step towards improving the quality of life in children and teens should be recognized and honored, for it is not an easy thing to work towards at times. Tonight's winner is an entrepreneur with a passion for helping others. She's traveled the world alone and with her family and is a true global citizen. After traveling through Asia, the concept of supporting a global network of artisans who are doing their part to improve the social fabric of their communities was born. This company supports the artisan and local nonprofit organizations and was inspired by artisans working to provide their children with opportunities to go to school and get the education they need through the use of local materials and fair production methods. The winner for the Community Activist Award is
very happy to receive this award. I'm shaking. I was already so proud to be chosen to one of the finalists among all those amazing people. First, I would like to thank the Child Guidance Center in Austin and everyone who was part of this Phyllis Richards Award Committee. I know it takes a lot of time and effort to make this selection and put this virtual event together. Thank you. I have wanted to be a teacher since I was 4 years old. And once you're a teacher, you're always a teacher. We all remember that special teacher in our lives. Phyllis Richards' commitment to ensuring that all children have access to quality early childhood education and help speaks so much to my heart. Unfortunately, not every child or youth adult has an advocate in their lives. And I really hope that we will all do our part. Even the smallest gesture can go a long way. At County Goods, teaching and trying to connect the dots has become a big part of what we do. We really try to bring the worldly good to the local good together. During the pandemic, it was such a big adjustment for many people, and we were looking to see where we could help. We were able to donate over 1,000 masks to nonprofit organizations in Austin, mainly young women. These masks were made by women survivors of domestic violence and human trafficking in India, who were now able to get some money and take care for their kids, food and education. We didn't know that it was that this would have such an impact, but it did. Again, little gestures go a long way. With that, I would like to thank everyone who believed and keep believing and supporting County Good. Especially my family, who are always cheering me on. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. A special thank you to Darlene Templeton and Christy Krause for nominating me for this award. And I want to dedicate this special honor and award to Beth Meisner. Beth was a previous winner, like we heard before, of this award. She made such a big impact in so many lives. She was a big supporter of County Good and made sure that before she passed away, that Darlene and Christy promised her that they would nominate me again. What an honor. Beth, this honor is for you.
Thank you, Ernestine, for working for children and families in Central Texas and around the world. Congratulations.
I'm so honored. Thank you so, so much.
Thank you. And just like that, we've come to our last award category of the night, the Professional Excellence Award. This award is for an individual who is dedicated to positive outcomes for children and teams by exemplifying excellence in their profession. Each of the nominees brings a passion for children and families to their career and has a critical role in helping young people thrive in childhood and beyond. Tonight's winner has extensive experience in supporting children and families through some of the most traumatic events one could imagine, investigating and prosecuting child abuse and neglect cases. In this capacity, our winner conducts forensic interviews and provides training and development presentations, both locally and nationally. The winner of the Professional Excellence Award is
Thank you to the selection committee of the Austin Child Guidance Center for giving me this award. I'm very honored to have been selected among such outstanding fellow nominees. I'd also like to thank the Center for Child Protection for nominating me. When I first started at the Center for Child Protection in 1995, I was the first forensic interviewer hired by the center. Back then, the field of forensic interviewing was very new, and there wasn't even any formal forensic interview training in Texas or for the nation, for that matter. And thankfully, a few years later, Children's Advocacy Centers of Texas invited me to participate in forensic interview development training of the curriculum. And thankfully, my boss at the time was very gracious to allow me to participate in that. For those of you who don't know, forensic interviewing is a non-leading, non-suggestive interview. It is a time where children can give statements and tell their story about what happened to them. As you can imagine, this is a very tragic time for them. So to be able to develop a program in Texas and be able to teach that to not only the development of our program here in Austin, but also for the state and for the nation has been a huge honor. Over the years, I've been able to continue to participate in that program, continue to develop this program for our staff and for our children here in Travis County. Not only is this something that I do by myself, but it is something that I do with my center staff, the support of all of the staff there, but also the support of our child protection team. Without them, we could not do this work that we do every single day. So thank you to the members of our child protection team, law enforcement, child protective services, Dell Children's Hospital, and the district attorney's office. It truly takes a village for all of us to do this work and to be supportive advocates for children. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Cindy. And congratulations to all the winners tonight. We also want to congratulate all of the nominees as well. Each of you were recognized by someone in your community who sees your work and the efforts you make and think that they are admirable and worthy of this recognition. We'd also like to honor everyone who was nominated for an award category tonight, and each and every person that helps contribute to Austin Child Guidance Center's mission is a winner in our hearts.
Congratulations again to all the nominees and winners of tonight's 10th Annual Phyllis Richards Awards. ACGC wouldn't be where it is today without your support, dedication, and hard work. It is amazing what good can come when a community teams up and works towards a common goal: to help children and their families, to empower them to thrive in childhood and beyond. Now, we have a very special announcement from Kristen, the Executive Director of ACGC. Kristen, take it away.
Thank you, Tatiana. I just want to express again how thankful ACGC is to have these wonderful nominees and winners on our side. ACGC's reach would not be as far without the volunteers and partners like all of you. Congratulations on your recognition. You all deserve it. We have been working hard behind the scenes at ACGC to think of more ways to continue expanding that reach and help more and more families every day. I'm so happy and excited to announce that ACGC is launching our very first podcast tomorrow at noon. The podcast is named Thrive, Building Resilient Families, and it was created to normalize the challenges of parenthood and to provide parents and caregivers with strategies and support in their efforts to help their young children to thrive. We hope that you tune in every other Thursday to listen to fascinating conversations with different parents and professionals to learn more about navigating parenthood and creating a safe environment for your children. Thank you for your continued dedication and support of ACGC. If you would like to learn more about the work and programs offered by Austin Child Guidance Center, visit us at our website, austinchildguidance.org. While this event was entirely free, if you would like to support our work, you can also make a gift at austinchildguidance.org and click the donate button. We thank you again, and we'll hopefully see you all in person for this event next year. Thank you.
Thank you, Kristen, and thank you everybody for sharing your time with us this afternoon. We really appreciate your support, and it was a pleasure being your host.
Thank you so much for having us. Stay in touch with ACGC so you can learn more ways to support the children of Central Texas. Make sure to follow us on social media and sign up for their newsletter. Thank you very much.